Okay, so we're down here on this tour, on our way to the King's Palace, and it's really cool down here. It's awesome. So we're going to go off this little path here, where the ranger's opening the gate for us, and yeah.
I haven't dogs really tolerated it, but they're really just
Good stuff. I'm excited.
Who was the first person to discover Carlsbad Caverns?
16-year-old farmer. John White.
John White. Good guess. Even before Jim White.
Jim White.
What about the Native Americans?
Oh yeah.
You have evidence that Native Americans knew about the entrance to Carlsbad Caverns for a long, long time, at least 10,000 years or so. We know this because of the archaeological evidence they left behind. Near the entrance, we found things like flint knappings, pottery shards, arrowheads. Even near the entrance to this day, they have grinding holes where the Native Americans would grind down mesquite beans to make a crude flour. They have ring middens or mescal pits. Basically, they would dig out a hole. They cut the heart out of the agave plant, put the agave hearts in the hole, cover it up with dirt and rocks. They build a fire on top, and that's sort of like their oven that they cooked with. And even still today, near the entrance, you can see pictographs. For all the evidence that we have that they knew about the entrance and maybe used it for shelter, there's really very little evidence at all that they made it down to the dark zone of the cave. We found one woven sandal, but one sandal's not very conclusive. It could have got washed down or carried down by an animal or something like that. So why do you think the Native Americans didn't go down into the cave in the dark parts?
They were
Yeah,
scared.
they didn't have a light. I mean, if you go down and your torch goes out, it's not exactly like you can take out a Bic lighter and light it right back up, right? Any other reasons why you think?
Superstitious.
Yeah, superstitious. That's a good one. Well, we're going to talk about that in a second. So not lack of oxygen. Also near the entrance there's that big drop-off before they had the trail, so that would be quite an obstacle. But let's go back to superstitious beliefs. Some of the tribes around this area, or they did live around this area, had a belief that their ancestors originated from the insides of the earth and walked out. So they maybe held caves in a sacred sense or a superstitious belief, and that could be a reason why they didn't go down to the dark zone of the cave. There is one legend, though, that talks about a Native American shaman going to the cave to talk to his ancestors. So they lower him down down that steep drop-off of the natural entrance with only a drum. So he starts beating that drum, and he starts walking off into the distance to make big medicine. He walks further and further in the dark till he disappears. Slowly that drum beat fades out, and that was the last that anybody ever heard or saw of him. But so the legend goes that on certain days you can still hear the drum beat down here in the cave.
I don't know if you can see or not, but we're in King's Palace right now.
Palacio del Rey.
He read that off a sign. So, there's pretty cool stuff down here.
Well, hello there, friends. This be your friendly park ranger, Jonathan, and I'm here with my friend Zachary. What you're viewing now is a ladder that was used by National Geographic as John White, the explorer and discoverer of the Carlsbad Caverns, brought them down to this beautiful vantage point. Farewell, friend.
Alright, so John and I are here in White City. It's about 7 miles to the east of the Carlsbad Caverns, and we're going to stay in a campground here just to stay the night and then start our way through Texas tomorrow. Across the streets of Water Park. Probably won't be going there, but yeah, it's not much else here except this place here. So we're gonna go inside, use their free Wi-Fi, and post this video, and then whatever else we got. And yeah, tomorrow we're hitting the road,
Headed through Texas.
Texas it is. So
Hopefully it's not too hot, and we can make it through without too many problems at all.
yeah, shouldn't be any. So let's do it. See you later.
See you guys. So this is our campsite. Let me take you around Zach's truck real quick. Similar setup to some of our previous locations. A little picnic table where we can cook and kind of set some things up. And our tent, simple, but gets the job done for Zach and I. I mean, most we've stayed at one location is about 2 nights, and we're only going to be staying here so 1 night, so we should be good to go. Had a little gazebo there and a few trees for some shade, and that's about it. I'm not sure what Zach's up to. Let me go over here and see what he's doing. It looks like he's on to some kind of wild game or something. Zach! What are you doing, man? What? I don't know what Zach was doing. What was out there?
What?
What were you about to get?
What are you talking about?
Oh, I don't know. You're chasing something.
Oh, that. Oh, no, don't worry about that.
Alright. Another day in the life of Zach and John. Road trip, day number 7. Alright, so Zach and I are here once again at the Carlsbad Caverns, getting ready to film the very elusive creature, the bat. So we're not really supposed to be filming these guys, but I think we're going to try and sneak it in anyways and hope that none of these park rangers see.
I hope we don't get caught.
Just give you kind of an idea of like where we're at. We are here,
We're in an amphitheater.
kind of at this little amphitheater, and it looks into that cave entrance that we showed you earlier today. So that's where we're at, and we'll catch up with you once the bat starts flying on.
Looking forward to it.
And if you couldn't see them before, because we couldn't really film, here they are. They're starting to fly right overhead.
Look to the right. Can you see that huge cloud?
And they are all over the place. This is pretty cool.
Those are all
They're
bats.
just kind of following each
Mexican
other
short tail.
in a line. And catching insects as they fly, and really cool sight to see, especially as they're spiraling out of the cave. But there they are, the very elusive, very interesting Mexican short-tailed bat at the Carlsbad Caverns.